in this video I'm going to show you how to do a figure 8 stitch newborn hat in the round using some super soft baby yarn here. I'm also using the 5/8 inch newborn hat. So we're going to start with a chain cast on. If you're unfamiliar with the chain cast on, there is a separate video that will go over exactly how to just do the chain cast on. Once your cast on is done, you want to push the cast on row down. Now this can be done with the 1/2 inch loom as well. I'm just making mine a little airier using the 5/8 inch instead. Now we're just going to do one row of E-wrap. Then we'll get right into the figure 8 stitch. So go ahead and do one row of E-wrap and take one row. Now you're going to take your bottom loop and put over your top loop. Now your first peg will have 2 loops on it just from the cast on. Other than that, you'll go around, just take that bottom over the top. Now do watch your tension, because if you're using the same yarn I do, it can break pretty easy if you have too much tension on it. So do that all the way around, and then we'll get into the figure 8 stitch. Push that row down. Which, as you can see, my tension was a little tighter than it should have been, so they're not one to push down real easy. Okay, now how you do your figure 8 stitch is that, okay, we've got the yarn coming from this peg, so we're going to skip one and wrap. Now I'm going to show you this from the top because it does look like a figure 8. That is why it's called a figure 8. See? You go ahead and take both of those off. Push that down. Now it's coming from this peg. So you'll skip one and you'll do like a figure 8 wrap. Now this is not a stitch. It's coming from this one, so you skip and wrap. This is not a stitch that you can go around and wrap every peg and just do. Because if you did that, just picture, here's what would happen. Here's the yarn's coming from, so it'd be like this. Then it would be like this. See, this peg needs knitted over for that first loop before you do that second one. So this you have to do just one step at a time. You go from the yarn, from the peg it's coming from, skip a peg, and you knit them off. I'll do it just a couple more times to show you. And with this, for a newborn hat, I'm not going to measure it by rows because the yarn you use and everything can make a huge difference. So we will do it till it's about, once you've got it down to about roughly we'll say about 5 inches long. Usually I measure by my fingers, which, let's see how long this one is. Let's see, it's right at 5. Then we will go take your working yarn and wrap around just a couple times and cut it. Now, due to the nature of this yarn, I'm actually just going to do a basic pull string bind off. If you are using a different yarn that's a little sturdier, then I would suggest using the flat top bind off instead, which there are videos for both of those. But for your basic pull string bind off, you're just going to pull that through. You're just going to pull the yarn through every single loop on the loom, every single peg on the loom. And then you will take everything off the loom and just cinch it up. Once you're back to your first peg, you're just going to take all of this off the loom. This is what it looks like off the loom. And you just take your pull string, Now just be gentle with it if you're using this type of yarn. You're going to pull that tight, and then you'll take your crochet hook, which I have misplaced mine, and you'll weave that through and tie a knot, and you'll tie that in as well. But isn't this, it's a very wonderful stitch. It's so cute and so light and fluffy. And you can see that first row wanted to, I'll show you again. This first row curls up a bit. Since I did the one row of E-wrap, you can actually take and flip it inside out if you would like, so that it lays completely flat. And it took me maybe 20 minutes to make this hat. So it's a very, of course this is a newborn size, so I mean it's a very quick knitted hat. I used, of course, with the yarn I used and the loom I used did make a difference, because the loom I used was the 29 peg 5/8 inch newborn hat for 5 to 8 pound babies. It's also piece 2, the second smallest in like your large 4-piece loom set. But there you go. This is how the figure 8 stitch on a round loom looks. Okay, well that's all I really have for you for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and again, thank you for watching.